It's January, and as usual, the releases are coming thick and fast. Today, we're turning our attention to the offerings of Ibanez for 2022, including RGs and AZs and so much more. Now, there's loads of new releases that we can talk about, including brand new AEG acoustics, we've got new headless basses, and even a brand new Yvette Young signature. However, today we're going to focus on the brand new RG and AZ premium models that we've managed to get our hands on early, so we can give them a little test and let you know what we think. So firstly, as I mentioned earlier, everything that you see today is going to be from Ibanez's premium range, barring a black label RG that we'll get into later. If you're not aware of Ibanez's tiering system, the premium range sits above their standard range and just below their Japanese built prestige range, and they offer models that are around about £1,000, give or take. They're Indonesian made and they are fantastic quality, especially for the money. Starting off in alphabetical order then, let's talk about the AZs. Now, one thing I'll say right off the bat about the 2022 Ibanez AZs is that they are looking a lot more contemporary and modern and up to date than their predecessors. I mean, just look at the quilted maple top on the Black Ice Burst model that we got to try. It is absolutely gorgeous. The alternative AZ that we got today, the 42P1, comes with lovely silver hardware on a gloss black top that just looks really, really sleek. But let's talk about the more important thing, which is what have we got under the hood? Well, one big change that you're gonna see is the use of DiMarzio pickups, as well as the HSH configuration, which is humbucker, single coil humbucker. We haven't seen this configuration on an Ibanez AZ before, which I find kind of weird considering it's such a versatile pickup configuration. The whole idea behind the AZ range is versatility. That is why it's named AZ, because it plays everything from A to Z. That's the third time I've said that fact in a video before, and I love it. But anyway, it's good to see HSH on an AZ, and the DiMarzio pickups are amazing. I think other than that, and a rosewood board on the HH model, largely these guitars aren't too far and away from the AZs that we've seen in the past. Sonically, they're incredible guitars, aesthetically they look sleek, and these new 2022 models are a great addition to the roster. They've also added a new 7-string AZ Premium, which has a really eye-catching poplar burl top that I just love. It's fiery and it really suits the style of music that you're most likely going to play on a 7-string. It's got Seymour Duncan's Hyperions for pickups, and it's got a dynamic switching system to give you extra versatility over your sound. Okay, onto the RGs, and let's start with the RG Iron label. Now the Iron label, if you're not aware, is a little sub-series of guitars that sit, in terms of quality and price, just above the standard Ibanez range and just below the premium range. As the name suggests, Iron label guitars are built for one thing, and that is brutal black death metal. As you can probably tell, is a genre of music that's a little bit too brutal for my poor sensitive soul. But this brand new RG Iron label is probably one of the highest spec Iron labels they've released to date. It's got Dimarzio Fusion Edge pickups, which are designed for their chuggability. They've got really nice clarity in the high end, and they've got just about enough bass response to churn the stomachs of the first 3 rows of the audience at your gig. Okay, so let's talk about the RG Premiums. Now immediately you'll notice one big thing about these guitars that really make them stand out, and it's these incredibly sexy Poplar Burl tops. Poplar Burl is all over the Ibanez 2022 range, and the look really suits the RG guitars, which are high performance modern shredding machines. They're sleek and stylish and just offer you something extra beyond the standard colours that you would see from RG guitars. Now again, we've got an HSH model, or we've got a double humbucker model. We have options for a hardtail, and we have options for a Floyd Rose tremolo as well. These guitars have the addition of a neck through guitar join, and if you're not aware of what that is, go and check out our guitar specs video where I explain all of the different neck joins and many more different specs. It's a great addition to the RG range. It's going to give you a lot more resonance and sustain, and it looks pretty cool as well. The HH models have the same switching system on board for split pickups and just general versatility all round. The pickups on the HSH models, funnily enough, are actually the same as the AZ models. We've got a Damasio Air Norton being used in the neck, a Damasio True Velvet in the middle, and we have a Tone Zone Damasio in the bridge. What changes between the two models is the obviously slightly pointier shape that you get on the RGs. They also feature a wizard neck, which is a lot slimmer than the C shape that you would get from an AZ, and of course the locking Floyd Rose trem as opposed to the 2-point trem that you'd get on the AZs. Two great guitars for two slightly different guitarists. Whichever one is your favourite, you can't miss. So there we have it, some great new additions to the RG and AZ premium ranges, as well as a nice little iron label chucked in as well. To be honest, I think there's a lot of appointments here that just make sense. Things like the HSH configurations are something we've not seen before, but are totally sensible for guitars that are designed to be versatile in their sound. The Damasio pickups sound great across the range. The new finishes, colours and wood tops are just sexy as hell. And all of this for the premium range price point just makes them very good value for money, very affordable and accessible to the average guitarist. What do you guys think though? Are you a Poplar Burl fan? Do you prefer an RG or an AZ? Personally, I tend to lean a little bit towards AZ, but that's probably because I'm not really a technical enough player to warrant an RG. But luckily I've got a friend like Thom who can come in and just shred the hell out of them on my behalf. Thanks to Thom and thanks to all of you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to see more things like this, and we will see you very soon.